Howdy y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Melina, formerly fat, currently fed up, and today we are checking out a fan favorite, what I eat in a day as a fat person. Not necessarily trying to lose weight. I think there may be a couple of them in here that are. I'm not too sure. Like always, I'll watch the first few seconds and then I will save them so you get an authentic reaction. Very quickly, my 30-day habit tracker has come in, as in my proof. I do need to fix some formatting on it first and then I will be publishing it, but so far it is incredible. I love it and I'm so happy and proud of it. So look forward to that. With the habit tracker, you'll get access to my Discord, which will be full of other people who get the habit tracker. And I will also be in there, of course, and following along for the first 30 days with the habit tracker. So that's going to be so fun. Haven't got my stickers and magnets yet. I should be getting them within the next few days. So once I do, I will be talking all about that. If you are new here, welcome. It is very nice to see you. I tend to get a lot of new viewers on these types of videos, so hello. Over here, we talk about fat acceptance, health at every size, what I eat in a day, fat loss, muscle gain, discipline. I am someone who believes in personal responsibility, extreme ownership, and relentless discipline. If you are the type of person who likes tough love and you like people who just tell you directly what's going on or what you're doing wrong or things that you should be doing, you're in the right place. I don't sugarcoat, I don't beat around the bush. To be quite frank, I don't know how to do that. It is just not in my personality. I am direct, I am blunt, I am honest, and I want what's best for you health-wise. I want you to be in the happiest and healthiest body that you can be in, and you cannot do that if you are obese. Full stop. You can't. So, argue with me in the comments about that if you'd like. I actually don't get, I don't see all of my comments. It's next to impossible, but I really haven't seen any fat activists or health at every size people trying to argue their case in my comment section yet. I'm waiting for it because that would be quite funny. Glitter and Bagels, she did block me though on Instagram, and then Tess Holiday slid into my DMs and she was not very happy with one of my stories I posted ranting about her. It's going to be its own video soon. I just need to sit down and actually record it, but yeah, and then she also blocked me as well. So I collect health at every size, fat activist blocks like Pokemon, so keep them coming, I guess, whatever. I say the quiet things out loud. I say the things that other people are thinking out loud. So if you like that and if you appreciate that, consider subscribing. I post at least twice a week. I have an Instagram where I'm posting basically every single day over there. Lots of reels, lots of stories. You can follow that right here. I don't post on TikTok. I know I need to, but maybe one day. So I am using TikTok though for these videos. They are easier to find and easier to collect. We will jump right into this. As always, I am someone who suffers with misophonia. If you are too, you are in a safe space. I edit out all chewing, smacking, slurping, gulpings, ings. Yeah, all those noises, they're simply just not allowed here. This is my channel and they are not allowed on my channel. They are banned. So with that being said, yeah, you won't have to worry about the chewing, slapping, gulping, slurping, whatever's over here. I will be editing those out. And for those just listening, because I know a lot of you listen while you're doing your cardio, which good on you. I love that. I love people who listen to my videos / watch my videos when they're on the Stairmaster or the elliptical or the treadmill, whatever. Comment down below if you are right now. I love seeing those comments. The first video I'm starting with is the weird habits that kept me fat.
You probably have some really weird habits that you don't even realize are keeping you fat. Here's the ones that kept me fat. Number 1, I would save my best bite for last. And this was like...
Yeah. So one of the best tips, I say this about all my tips because they're all but the best tips. A good tip that I give people is don't save your best bite for last. Let me scoot you guys over a smidge. Eat your best bite first. So you have your best bites done. You don't have to eat your entire dinner and then finally go, oh yes, I have my best bite, now let me eat that. No, just eat it first. You get all the dopamine, and then you can put the rest away when you're actually getting full.
A subconscious habit for my entire life, and I still have to stop myself now because why am I doing that? Number 2, I had to have something sweet after every single meal.
This is something that I had to break out of me. You do not need something sweet after every single meal or after every single dinner. I know that thought and that idea can seem so foreign to people. It was foreign to me because I grew up in a gummy bear household, and like I always say this, no shame to my parents. They were very young when they had me. It was like they were extremely young. They were basically children raising a child. Love them to death. They did the best that they could with the best that they, whatever they had, or whatever that saying is. They're still together. I did not learn the best eating habits growing up, and dessert after dinner was something that we just did every single time. Constant desserts and pastries and basically all ultra processed food in the house. So when I took my health into my own hands, May 22nd, 2020, that was the day I decided enough is enough. I'm tired of being a baby ass bitch. I'm tired of being a perpetual victim. I'm tired of blaming other people for my problems. I'm tired of self-pity and self-wallowing.
I'm tired of it.
That's the conversation that I had in my head. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. I'm tired of being fat. I'm tired of hinge eating. I'm tired of hinge drinking. We say hinge over here because YouTube doesn't like the B word. So if I say words kind of weird, or I bleep or blur or do whatever, if I bleep things out or edit my voice or my words in any way, it's because I like to get paid. I do like being monetarily compensated for this work that I do. I'm so sorry. So yeah, that's why I have to do that. But unlearning that I do not have to have a sweet treat after dinner every single time was game changing. Do I still occasionally? Yeah. Most days of the week? Out of the 7 days of the week, I would say maybe 2 or 3 I'll have a sweet treat, and the vast majority of the time it is like frozen mango. And one thing I did recently that I used to do when I was losing my weight is I get raspberries, and then you guys know raspberries, they go fast in like 6 hours from purchasing them. So I'll get raspberries, and then we have like little mini chocolate chips that I use for baking, and I'll just put little chocolate chips inside of the raspberries, and boom, it's like a chocolate covered raspberry. I mean, yeah, you can technically just melt the chocolate and put it on there, but it's super quick, super easy, super easy to weigh out. That's one thing. But yeah, you don't have to have a sweet treat after you eat dinner, especially. One thing that kept me stuck in the hinging cycle is I equally liked salty and sweet. So that created a cycle of, okay, I'm gonna eat hot Cheetos, and then, oh man, I need something sweet, so I'm gonna eat, I don't know, chocolate or whatever. Oh man, I just ate something sweet, I need something salty, hot Funyuns. Oh no, I just ate something salty, I need something sweet, a Twix bar. So it created a cycle that I simply could not get out of. I was severely addicted to sugar. I had a like coming to Jesus moment with myself a number of years ago, and I was like, this actually needs to stop, because that day I had the coming to Jesus moment that night, but that day I ate an entire Tony's chocolate bar. And I say this all the time, and people are like, well, I mean, like, it's just a chocolate bar. No, sweetheart, I'm gonna post a picture of what a Tony's chocolate bar looks like. It is not just a chocolate bar. 1, you should not be eating a chocolate bar for breakfast, period. But 2, these chocolate bars are humongous. Like Angelica Unfiltered says, humongous. If you guys like the type of content I make, she makes very similar content. She views everything I view everything from the lens of being an ex-fat, because I was fat at one point in my life. And she views everything from an ex-fat activist lens, because she was like, the videos that I react to, if I go look up compilations or like fat acceptance cringe on TikTok, some of her videos pop up from when she was in that world. So she has a very unique perspective, and she's down to earth, she's sassy, she's a little rough like me too. So if you like those types of personalities, you should go give her a follow. I'll put a screenshot of what her profile looks like right here. We actually did a live. I know we need to do more, but we did a live. If you go onto my channel, click live, you can go watch it there. I watched it back, well, a part of it, and I realized I wasn't even using my mic that whole time, so my audio sounded like crap. Anyway, I'm going to continue. I'm like 10 minutes in, and I've gotten like 8 seconds into this video. I apologize.
You sure you can't just walk out of the kitchen? Is it because you must satisfy every craving immediately? Why? Walk out the kitchen. Number 3.
Yeah, you do not need to satisfy your cravings just because you have a craving. Oh, well, I really crave a Reese's right now, so I'm gonna go get Reese's. Why? You don't have to. You don't have to satisfy your craving every single time. For me, all that showed was food has control over me. An inanimate object has control over me. I can't say no to something and it's like not even a person. It's an inanimate object that's just sitting there. I was like, no, this is not going to happen anymore. And also with the cravings, if you're trying to live a healthier lifestyle and not eat junk food all the time, giving into your cravings every single time just reinforces that behavior, because you crave something, you eat it. You crave something, you eat it. You crave something, you eat it. You're not making any changes here. Whereas if you crave something and then you sit with it and go, well, first of all, why am I craving it? Is it because it's 1 p.m.? I would crave my sweet treats usually around 1 to 2-ish. And the reason why is because back then, even when I was like losing weight, I was still struggling with food cravings, and especially sweet treats around 1 to 2 p.m. It's because, one, I was a huge snacker. I snacked so freaking much, it was kind of concerning. So with the snacking, I would track all my food, of course, but because of my snacks, my normal meals were so tiny. They were like abysmally small. I'm talking maybe 300 calories, maybe. And all of my snacks throughout the entire day added up to 1 or 2 full more meals. So of course I was craving sweet treats because I've been snacking all day, and the snacks, of course, are snacky foods. They're not doing anything for me. They're usually a combination of carbs and fats. That most snacks are. So I taught myself, or forced myself rather, I guess, not to snack and to make big hefty meals. I am a huge proponent for big hefty meals. And also, let me just interject myself and say, when I am talking about these things, I am just talking about what works for me. If snacking helps you stay on track, that is totally fine. I'm not saying you're wrong or that you're doing things incorrectly. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just speaking from my experience. People like to hear my experience because I've lost over 50 pounds and I've kept it off for many, many, many years. I got big, I got unbig, I gained muscle. Now I'm lean, I'm fit, I'm active, and that I just talk about the things that work for me. I know everyone's experiences are different. We all live different lives. I am someone who is very, I guess I'll say blessed / I don't want to say privileged, because I have cultivated my life in a specific way so I can live my life in a specific way. Like, I don't come from money. I'm finally at a point now in my early 30s where I am tasting what financial freedom is. Like, I've spent many, 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 many years, like almost a whole decade, basically, in tens of thousands of dollars of consumer debt that I put myself in. No one else's fault, my fault. Again, I didn't come from money. I don't want children because I value my time, but because of the decisions and the choices that I have made in my life, I can acknowledge and I can recognize that man has 2 giant slices of cake from Whole Foods. Nice. He's wearing a suit too. I bet it's someone's birthday. I can acknowledge and recognize that, yes, I have more time than the average person. Yes, I have access to better food because of my financial situation. But we still have to take personal responsibility in our lives. We have to take extreme ownership, etc. So yeah, like I was saying, I'm not saying my way is the only way. I'm just saying what has worked for me and what can be helpful for you. TLDR, I don't care if you eat your snacks if it works for you.
I'd order an appetizer, an entree, a drink, and dessert if I ever went out. Literally, I was full after the appetizer. I promise you, you can just ask for a box and take your entree home. You don't have to touch it. Respect your hunger and fullness cues and you will get skinny. The next thing is, I would keep myself full all of the time.
Yes, oh my God. Yes, so the very first thing, yeah, you don't need to order an appetizer and an entree and dessert and a drink. You don't need to do that. A lot of restaurants nowadays, especially in America, which is where I am based out of, our appetizers are meals. Oftentimes, if I go to a restaurant, I will just get an appetizer and just eat that. Or we'll get a couple appetizers and maybe an entree and then split it all. And then that's usually fine. But 2 entrees, oh my God, we are definitely leaving with leftovers. So I agree with that. And then the hunger thing, I talk about this all the time. When I was fat, I never felt hungry. The only time I would feel hungry is if I was out somewhere and there wasn't any food around, but I did not want to feel hungry. I didn't know what hunger was. I was constantly eating, constantly snacking, constantly shoving food down my gullet, that I never gave myself the opportunity to feel ghrelin. And if you are someone who is overweight or obese, ask yourself, when is the last time that you genuinely have felt hunger? And feeling hunger, it's not a bad thing. It's not bad.
So uncomfortable feeling a little bit of hunger that I didn't even let myself feel it in the first place. Anyway, once I stopped these things, the weight just started falling off. So tell me what your weird habits are. Maybe we're doing them and we don't even realize. We gotta get skinny.
Well, no, we don't have to get skinny. We can get healthy, and there are a huge myriad of, or a huge wide range of different body types between skinny and obese that are also healthy. So no, you do not have to be skinny. My goal is not skinny. My goal is fit, and fit and skinny are not the same thing. Let's read some comments. Eating when I'm bored, heart eyes, heart eyes, heart eyes. Yeah. If you are reaching for food, genuinely, like, close your eyes, and I do this to myself now. Close your eyes and ask, am I actually hungry, or am I bored, or am I trying to feel something else other than the emotion that I'm feeling, or am I trying to numb an emotion that I don't want to feel? And if the answer is anything but yes, I'm genuinely hungry, you probably shouldn't be eating it. Sorry. Use food as a comfort/prize after a hard day. Yep, you are not a dog. You do not need to reward yourself with food. Change my sweet treat to fruit. Yep, love that. Someone said, I don't like wasting food. I understand this. However, there's two thoughts that come to my mind. The first thing is, put the food away. Get a container, put the food away. If you're at a restaurant and there's leftovers, get a container and take it to go. So now you have 2 meals. Hooray. My second one is, if your only options are your body and the trash can, throw the food away. You are not saving anyone's life. You are not fixing the hunger crisis. You are not helping anyone by eating food that you are not hungry for, that you do not need. Do not treat your body like a trash can. Throw the food in the trash. If you want to make yourself feel better, donate to a food bank. I'm still running my fundraiser, by the way. I haven't really talked about it because I have an unfortunate update with my running status, and that is I am injured. I think I'm gonna make like a community post or something about it, but yeah, I quite literally cannot run. Physically cannot run. I hurt myself. I figured, it probably was gonna happen, but I didn't think. I like to pretend that I'm Superwoman. I know. You don't have to tell me, trust me, I know. And I've been really down in the dumps recently. Like the last few weeks, I just haven't really felt like myself, and I feel very disconnected to who I am. And it's been a really weird / rough few weeks / month. Yeah, like a month and a half for me. I can't really tell because I am good at masking it. Very good. I've been doing it for decades, okay? But yeah, I have not been in the best place mentally because I cannot run. And it's extremely upsetting, actually, because I've never experienced an injury. I've never experienced not being able to do the thing that I really love. But instead of running the 50K, I'm going to be cycling it instead. But the fundraiser is still on. I'll post a picture of what that looks like right here, and then I'll leave a link to that below. I'm trying to raise $3,000 now, so if you would like to donate to that. If you feel bad about wasting your food, donate to my local food bank. This is my local food bank, and they give out, they're an amazing, incredible organization, and it warms my heart knowing that me and you, yes, I've donated to my own, of course. It really warms my heart knowing that you guys are actually helping, because a lot of people can't afford Whole Foods. And that's sad. That sucks. That's sad. I hate that. If I was successful and lost a little weight, I would treat myself and spiral. Haha, self-sabotage. That is extremely common. Very, very common. If you struggle with this, I suggest doing, before you even lose weight, or even if you're like on the track, create, like, if you lose 20 pounds, instead of like, oh yeah, I can go eat like this whole entire cheesecake. No, get yourself like a new pair of shoes, or if you've been eyeing something, make that purchase instead of buying food and using that. I really don't like covering this girl because she makes me sad because on her YouTube channel, she's trying to lose weight, but she is stuck in the cycle of having to post these what I eat in a days as a big girl on TikTok in order to make money. So I don't know, but we will still watch it because it is still egregious and it is gross to eat this amount of food. Again, I've only seen the first few seconds of this, but her account in general is just the overconsumption and gluttony of eating ultra processed foods. What the heck is that? Ew. Okay. That looks like it's like matcha or pistachio, but the brown part looks like poop from a butt. Let's be so freaking for real.
What I ate today as a fatty. Good morning, fatties. We got the Dubai
I'm not
chocolate cookie.
I'm not a fatty anymore. Don't call me that.
From Crave.
Oh, it's a Dubai chocolate. That thing's huge.
It's a croissant with a chocolate cookie dough, the pistachio and toffee. It's better than crumble.
Yeah, the bar's in hell. Crumble really isn't good. Although that used to be one of my hinge foods. Crumble's gross. Also would hinge 2 cookies in a row. The big ones, by the way, not the small ones. The small ones, I'd just eat all 4 of them. Like that's easy. No, I would get a big, like the big cookies, like normal sized ones, and then I would eat one while I was driving home, and then I would eat the other one when I got home. Crazy.
We're having chicky for life for lunch. Honey, some buffalo, shaking it. A salad.
That grilled chicken. She put a packet of honey and buffalo. That actually doesn't sound bad at all. I think, what is it? 1 tablespoon of honey is about 60 calories. And then she got a kale salad. Oh,
there she is.
Okay. I'm really not mad at that.
Dinner time. We wanted to try a new place that just opened up in our local Walmart. A little scary to say.
Walmart has poke. That is kind of scary.
I got the coconut PB&J smoothie.
So smoothies and acai bowls are foods that you need to be really mindful about because they are health halo foods, which are traditionally healthy foods. Like if you make a smoothie, of course, the vast majority of the products in there are going to be healthy, usually whole foods, but healthy / whole food does not mean low calorie. So this smoothie alone, I don't know if she said there's peanut, I can't remember. It's like 4 seconds ago. I'm like, yeah, I don't know. But she said that there's peanut butter in this, so this smoothie altogether is probably around 500 to 600 calories. Easy.
It's good, very PB&J.
But obviously that's what I ordered.
Oh, they gave us extra. Unless I ordered. Oh. They were sold out of Spam, so they gave us extra shrimpy.
Oh my. Oh my.
Spam masubi and shrimp masubi.
Yeah, these are very high calorie.
This is what my husband got. He got a bowl. Looks pretty good, but they put my side of mac salad on his bowl. So
I will say Spam masubi is delicious, but it is not good for you. Ugh, oh my god, the smacking and chewing. It physically hurts me.
I'm gonna try the mac salad.
Ugh, oh my god, the fucking chewing. I can't.
We're gonna try Halo
I cannot.
Top. We've been watching Meredith Louise eat a bunch of Halo Tops, so she influenced me to get this. It's pretty good.
Ugh, I don't think I can watch her anymore. I'm sorry. Just the chewing noises. I can't. Halo Top. What are my thoughts? I think it's fine. I mean, it's 490 calorie per pint. They have ones that are even lower in calorie, but I think they're okay. What I eat in a day as a fat girl. I don't know if that song is copyrighted, so I'm going to simply mute it and I will tell you guys because this is a carousel post. So the first one is half a cantaloupe, water, chamomile tea, cashew, skyr, frozen raspberries, frozen raspberries, bee pollen. Okay, that's good. All right, scrambled egg, spring onion, whole pepper, cream cheese, rye bread. Yeah, that looks good. Half of an avocado, homemade banana bread syrup. How do you make that? That's cool. With coffee and coconut milk, and then lamb's lettuce, tomato, cucumber, chicken leg with skin, sunflower seed, red wine, vinegar, olive oil. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Oop, this is a totally fine day. I see no issues with this. She's a very, very big girl. So the reason why I saved this is if she, I don't know if she's on a weight loss journey, but if she was to eat like this consistently, she would not be as big as she is. Someone said people eat healthy for one day and post it on TikTok. Oh, that was almost an accident. Every single video that I make in any of these parking lots, there's always an accident or an almost accident. Crazy. Someone said, now, why are we lying? Now, do I think that she is necessarily lying? No, I do think fat people do have the capabilities of eating healthy whole foods. I just, speaking from experience, it didn't happen. For me, it didn't happen very often. And also, Angelica said that she would exaggerate or like embellish the foods that she was eating, like whenever she would post what I eat in a day. So she would intentionally add in like more healthy food, but she wasn't actually eating like that all the time. She said something like that, girl, you eat better than me, the math ain't mathin'. So another thing that could be happening is, one, these pictures can be taken on separate days. Anything that people post online, you need to take with a grain of salt because people are liars, just period. Except for me, of course. I'm just kidding. Take what I say with a grain of salt also, but I would like to think that I am very honest and open and transparent with you guys. I really don't have a reason to lie, whether it comes to my food stuff or like my workouts or the products that I talk to you guys about. I don't really see a reason to lie. And also, if you don't lie, you don't have to remember what you said. I think that's a Judge Judy quote. It's like, I'll try to find it and put it right here, but.
A truthful story, you don't have to have a good memory.
Either these are taken in different days or she did actually eat these meals, which I would believe. However, in between the meals or at night, she had a hinge fest, and then that's where she ate whatever crappy food that she likes to eat, maybe. So. Or maybe she just started a new health journey and this is what she eats now, and I don't know. So yeah, that's my thoughts on that one. Realistic, what I eat in a day as a fat girl. 8:23 Cocoa Puffs. 10:34 full cup of water and hot Cheeto Puffs. Oh my, this is like my old diet. Okay, drinking her water. 2:20, more water. Alrighty. 5 o'clock, 3 Sour Patch Kids. 5:01, 4 hot Cheeto. Okay, hot Cheeto Puffs. Alrighty. 5:02, a little bit of Doritos. Oh man. This is a very depressing day. 6 o'clock, rice and chicken. Finally, some real food. And it's deep fried? Is it? I can't tell if it was deep fried. She doesn't look very happy eating that either. No, I don't think it was deep fried. No. Okay. This is the most amount of whole food she ate this day. Yeah, this screams depression. This screams help. This is the type of food that I would eat. The hot Cheeto Puffs. I'm not exaggerating, you guys. I haven't touched hot Cheetos. I say that like I was an addict. I was. It was bad. But even the thought of them, any of them, the hot brands, so the hot Cheetos, hot fries, hot Funyuns, hot Puffs, the hot, what is it, Munchies mix, what else is there? The hot asteroids, like the little balls. I was addicted. Even thinking about them makes my mouth water and it makes me want to get them. That is how addicting that they are. I've never done crack before, but I would imagine crack is very similar. But yeah, I don't think that she ate just a few, like 3 Sour Patch Kids and a few hot Cheetos and a few Doritos, because the only thing she ate starting in the morning was a bowl of cereal. That's not going to fill you up. It's going to send you on a blood sugar insulin roller coaster, because what happens if you're eating sugar without some carbs, if you're eating sugar without anything, without your protein and your fats and fiber, is it makes your blood sugar spike, and then it makes your blood sugar go right back down. And when it goes down, that's when you get irritable, that's when you get cravings, so that's when you get tired, and then you just want more. You want that high again. So typically people will reach for more sugary food. So that's what the cereal is going to be doing throughout her day. It will not give you sustained energy. at least when you're eating a high protein breakfast, the blood sugar spike is extremely small and it is sustained. So instead of going up and down, it's more like a do 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 do. I'll post an infographic right here. I post a lot of these things in my videos because I think it is helpful, and at least for me, when I watch videos like this, I like to screenshot these things and just keep them because it is helpful. But yeah, starting the day off with cereal and hot Cheetos, it's probably not the best move. This is like what I did in high school. Someone said, but honestly, this doesn't even look like that many calories. It's just a lot of processed foods. Yes, it is a lot of calories. All of this food is extremely calorically dense and it provides next to no nutritional value. People like this who comment shit like this, they do not like you. They want the worst for you and they're trying to keep you fat, by the way. Sister, what's the food? Y'all would hate to see me. Yeah, probably, because the vast majority of Americans are overweight or obese, and 70 to 80% of Americans' diet comes from ultra-processed foods. You should not be eating like that. People get so upset when I say that. It's like, humans should be eating mostly whole foods, and then they're like, meow. My Kellogg's have really done a number on some of y'all. Not you guys, because I know the people that watch me understand this. I'm just talking about like the fringe ultra-processed food warriors. Perhaps a salad. If a skinny girl is eating like this, y'all want to hate. I would still be hating on that because it's still not good for you. Skinny people also develop type 2 diabetes. Skinny people also develop cardiovascular disease. Skinny people can be skinny fat, which is where you have more visceral fat rather than subcutaneous fat, which is the fat that is underneath your skin right here, which is not as bad as visceral fat, obviously. No issues with the calories. I'm just wondering where you get nutrition from. Weight not being an issue. Where are you getting your vitamins and your minerals? She's not. Eat food, literally. At this point, y'all would be judging even if she ate a salad. No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't have it. If she was eating healthy food, I would not have an issue. Just like the last girl. All her food, I praised her for it. What I said was, in the last one, was my thoughts about being that big and eating food like that. Because if you are that big, eating food like that, there is something missing in the equation. That's why it always cracks me up when people are like Glitter and Bagels, you don't know what I eat. Bitch, you are 5'11" or 5'10" and nearing 600 fucking pounds. We have a general idea how much you eat. If I know your stats, I can plug your stats into a TDEE calculator and it'll tell me how many calories you need to sustain your body. We have a very rough general idea of how much food you are eating. If you were eating less than that, guess what? You would be losing weight. Period. You don't know what I eat. You're the size of a refrigerator. Like, be fucking for real. God, I can't stand her powerlifting arc / era. Oh, I need to make a video. There's so many videos I need to make. I don't have the time for it. One day I'm manifesting. Do you guys believe in manifestation? I don't really believe in it because I believe you have to actually put in work. But I am still manifesting / praying, whatever, that I can make shit talking videos as a full-time job. I think that would be incredible. Manifest it for me, you guys. Help me get there. Like this video if you like it so far. Subscribe, share my videos if you know people who like to hear this type of stuff and they like to watch this type of content. Send them my video and be like, look at this bitch. In a good way or a bad way, whatever. What I eat in a day as a fat girl.
Here's everything I eat in a day as a fat girl. I started my morning with CMOS. Here's everything I eat in a day as a fat girl. I started my morning with CMOS. I'm still testing this out. Don't ask me for reviews. I don't know.
You do not need CMOS to be healthy. Save your money. Unless you genuinely like the way it tastes, you just save your money. You don't need this to be healthy. It always cracks me up when people they try to get on a healthy journey, which, I mean, fine, if that's still a good thing, but instead of just focusing on the very basic fundamentals that work, eating a mostly whole foods diet, getting enough sleep, getting enough water, exercising. If you focus on those foundations, plus stress management, because stress does play a very big role in fat loss and just being a healthy person. If you master those basics, you will see many more, much more results than doing these like little hacks and quick fixes. If she wants to be healthy, she needs to lose weight and eat mostly whole foods and not eat CMOS that costs $50 first thing in the morning.
What benefit it has yet. Then for my first breakfast, I had this cappuccino yogurt that I got from
cappuccino. I don't know how much protein's in there. This could either be a great choice or it could be a not great choice. It truly does depend. For yogurts, I do like Oikos. I believe that's how you say it, Oikos. It's about this size and there's 20 grams of protein in there, so that's awesome.
Walmart, and this granola that
Soulful Kitchen granola.
my mom made me. It's basically just glorified chocolate chips, but it's so yum.
It's not glorified chocolate chips. It is chocolate chips. I am a granola hater. I'm sorry. For me, if you like it, that's great. That's fine. But for me, I don't like granola. It is completely pointless. Not Weight Watchers pointless. Alex, if you're watching this, do not get any ideas. But the only time granola makes sense for me is when I am backpacking or on a very long hike. Other than that, it is just, I think it's unnecessary. That phrase is coming to a sticker / magnet, by the way. It's unnecessary. It's just adding extra sugar that I really don't need. Again, though, if you like it and if you track it, that's okay. I'm just speaking for myself.
You have to try this cappuccino yogurt. It is so yum. Like, I inhale that. Then before I left, I grabbed a Premier protein shake. I'm not really happy with how reliant I am on protein shakes right now for meals.
Okay, so if you're not happy with that, then what are you doing to change it? I don't really drink protein shakes. I don't see an issue with them really at all. They are a great way to get your protein in. The problem is, one, yes, they are still technically ultra processed, but depending on the brand, I mean, Premier Protein, like it's fine, but they're very expensive. You are definitely paying for convenience. For me, if I'm on the go, I would just bring my own food. Have a little ice pack thing, just bring my own food. I'm not a big fan of the protein shakes, but again, if you are, then that's okay. It's your choice.
But it's okay for the time being till I get back into my routine. Then once I came back home, I decided to make a breakfast sandwich. On sourdough toast, I scrambled 1 egg. I air fried 1 hash brown, added pickled onions and a ton of feta cheese.
Okay, so for this one, I don't know if she's on a weight loss journey, but I would have just done 1 slice of bread, and then instead of just 1 egg, I would have done 1 egg plus 2 egg whites, like the egg whites from 2 eggs. And then the feta cheese, fine. You just be careful with cheese. It adds up very, very quickly. And then, what is this, pickled something?
You can already tell by the way I'm eating how much I like this, but the question is, why am I hunched over like that? Like, I was made to eat food, I feared. Like, that was so yummy. Then I went to spin class, and when I came back, I decided to air fry these chicken breast chunks from Costco. They're so yum, and I put them in a little bit of hot honey. I knew that wouldn't be enough because I was starved. So I made a pesto pasta, and I covered that shit in feta cheese. Like, you can't even see the pasta at this point, but it was so yum. Like, I eat all my meals in like maybe 15 minutes if I love them. And then I fell asleep before dinner, so I didn't eat anything. Bye-bye.
Yeah, I mean, the chicken's all right. I mean, it being breaded really isn't the best choice. And then that was a lot of cheese. A lot of cheese. Okay, let's go back. The yogurt, if that was paired with the protein thing, and then let's say that yogurt was like 20 grams, that should keep you full for a while, because that would be like 50 grams protein. And she came home, made her sandwich. Yeah, she didn't have, depending on the yogurt, she didn't have that much protein, but this isn't the worst, so whatever. Oh, that song is definitely copyrighted, so let me go back.
What I eat in a day as a fat person who doesn't diet: croissant with iced coffee. Mince, mini cheese cubes, mini sausage, mini pickles. Watermelon.
Halloumi bowl. I don't know what that is, but it looks like snap peas. Oh, I can't tell what's on the right. Is that tempeh? If so, then that's a good amount of tempeh. I actually really like tempeh. And then sweet potato. I can't tell, but yeah, no, that's a good meal.
Soda didn't specify of diet. Cadbury mint chocolate ice cream bar. More chocolates.
Actually, you probably shouldn't be having more than one sweet treat in a day. It's unnecessary. Snack box. So croissant, iced coffee, a little mini snack box, watermelon, normal dinner, ice cream. Yeah, that was not a good day either. But she's not on a diet, so whatever. Go off, queen. Alrighty, this girl, I don't know, half the videos I see of her, she's losing weight. The other half, she's not, so I don't even know. This is Eat with Jazz. She said, what's y'all's favorite spaghetti squash recipe? I do not have one.
What do y'all for the fat bitch eats in a damn day? Y'all for breakfast, I mean watermelon with salt.
That watermelon is very red / pink. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I noticed with her, she starts her day off usually with fruit, which again, fruit's fine, of course. Do not listen to people who are like, ew, fruit is high in sugar, you shouldn't eat fruit. Shut the fuck up. Get out of my face with that. Yeah, be mindful with like dates and bananas and fruits like that, but no one's getting fat eating fruit. I'm so sorry. But yeah, if she would pair this with a protein source, this would be awesome. What did I eat for breakfast this morning? I made eggs. So I made an egg with 2 egg whites, and then Trader Joe's, they have these tortillas. They're kind of like the carb balance ones where they have a shit ton of fiber. You have to be careful eating those because you'll either poop everywhere or not poop at all. Be careful with the carb balance tortillas and fiber candies and stuff. But I had that with, yeah, so I had 2 of those with eggs, 1 egg, 2 egg whites, and then I also made some beef, some lean beef, and then I just ate that, and then I added sriracha to it, and then yeah, I ate that around 10. Yeah, 10 a.m. and it is now 2 p.m. and I am just now starting to get hungry. I have more beef. I do want to get some rice. I'm gonna get some frozen rice at Whole Foods or Trader Joe's. And I like to keep, because I have a work fridge, and I like to keep frozen rice in there. If you need to buy frozen rice in order to stay consistent, do it. Like, there's nothing wrong with that at all. Whatever you need to do to make your weight loss or health journey easier, do it. Would it be better, I guess, to make my own rice and bring it? Yeah, but guess what? Yesterday, we went grocery shopping, and we bought a bunch of food to meal prep, and I was going to meal prep yesterday, but yeah, mentally, this whole weekend, I was supposed to record a video, and mentally, I was just not there. I could not do it, so I just played Planet Zoo. I played Planet Zoo, so today I'll have to do some meal prep. But yeah, I made the beef this morning because I didn't take any time, but I did make sure to wake up earlier to do that. Otherwise, yeah, if I don't plan my meals out and bring food to work, then it's like my old fat ideology comes creeping back. I'm like, well, there's a Panda Express right here, or there's a Taco Bell over here, and I'm like, no, knock it off, stop it.
Yeah, I'm also drinking this energy drink, but let's just admire the color because I know that's not healthy. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, this my lunch. We're gonna call it a little green salad. So it's chopped up onion, chopped up cucumber, chopped up avocado with some salt.
So this is like, it's good, it's tasty. I make something similar to this, but the only thing she's eaten today is watermelon and then now vegetables. Like, she needs to have a side of protein with this. She's not going to stay full. And why that's important is because, sure, you're eating this, you're like, yes, I'm staying under my calories, I'm being so skinty, like skinty mindset. And then come dinner / after dinner, you are ravenous. You are so freaking hungry. So guess what you do? You eat everything.
Y'all, this my dinner. Don't even look good. It looks like this because it got cottage cheese in it. Y'all, this what it look like without the cottage cheese. This is my man bowl.
That looks good. I'd eat that.
Let's get into the good bowl. I made spaghetti squash pasta. In I got chopped up tomatoes, onions, mushrooms, spinach, turkey, and cottage cheese in here.
Yeah, that looks good. This is the only protein she's eaten today. Ugh,
yeah, I made this recipe up in my head on the way home from work. And let me tell you something, it did damn good. Y'all remember that homemade ice cream I made the other day? I'm eating the rest of it.
Is it like a creamy one? Oh my gosh. Philip bought me a creamy for my birthday last year, and I feel so bad because I barely use it. It's not because I don't want to, it's because the recipes, I'm just like decision fatigue / executive function when it comes to making them. Can you please post your favorite simple ice cream recipes down below, because I just need one spot to have them and then I'll start making them again. But that thing is awesome. I don't know if this is protein ice cream, but regardless, yeah, she was definitely under her maintenance, but she's not eating enough protein. And why eating protein, high protein is important. It's important in general. And of course, high is relative to everyone's body size / goal weight, whatever. But why it is so important when you are losing weight is because, one, it keeps you fuller longer. So you're able to eat in a deficit and not feel as hungry. Of course, you will still feel hungry if you're in a deficit regardless, because that's kind of just how it works. But you can't do things to mitigate that by eating low calorie, high volume food and then eating high protein. But also when you eat high protein and you are in a deficit, it prevents your body from wasting away. You get to preserve your muscle mass by eating more protein and by strength training.
It's Oreo ice cream with brownie bits in it. Y'all want me to eat all this, then that's everything in fact. Greg said, thank you, baby.
Yeah, I don't know if that's protein ice cream. You can still make protein ice cream with the little Oreo bits and stuff in it.
What if
Oh, this is the same girl. Okay, this is 10 hours ago. And I did look at her profile earlier, and she has lost a substantial amount of weight, so I don't know if she's still on her journey. I don't know. We'll see.
bitch, you damn near don't give a how to lose some weight because bitches still get bent. Amen. Y'all, this is my breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We got cookout. Don't it look good? I have a cheddar style chicken sandwich. I have a chicken quesadilla and then cheese fries. And I got a cheer wine to drink.
What is a cheer one? Does she say that's her breakfast, lunch, and dinner? Is this the beginning of her day or is this the end of the day? Does she not eat all day and then just have this for dinner? I mean, if it fits in your calories, I guess.
I haven't had cookout in so long. Yeah, this is the cheddar style. It comes with onions, bacon, and
What the
cheese.
heck? What the heck is that? Is that bread? I'm so confused.
Bacon.
Ew, it's all wet. Yuck. Ugh.
Here, get you a bite.
No. No, I don't want it.
Chicken quesadilla.
What the hell? I haven't had a quesadilla in so long.
Y'all, I did forget I got a ranch wrap.
Oh, that's a lot of food. Hopefully this is the only thing she ate today because, oh my goodness. I don't like how she stares in my eyes when she eats. Just so you guys know, if you make videos like this, there are people gooning to them. So, like Emily, yuck. Yeah, we do not have a cookout out here. Okay. What I eat in a day as a plus size
Welcome
girly.
back to What I Eat in a Day as a Plus Size Girly. This video is about to make so many people mad and I'm kind of excited for it at this point. And can we talk about the fact that I bought this pink shirt and these pink shorts separately, like months apart, and the fact that they go together so well is kind of astonishing. Anyways, I don't know.
BMI 60, body fat 70%. That's kind of impressive actually. That's diabolical work. Visceral fat 30. Oh my goodness. I actually have a scale that does something similar to this. I'll pull it up because you guys liked when I talked about it last time. If you're triggered by stats, maybe don't watch, but you can't really be triggered by stats and numbers if you're watching me, so I'm just saying. But the scale that I use, it's called Renpo, and then it's very similar to what she has, but you can see here it gives you all your stats, and then you can click on each thing. And then it tells you like what range that you're in. When was this? Oh, September 11th. That's the last time I weighed myself. So 113. But yeah, you can see I had someone comment. They were like, oh my gosh, my BMI is so much less than you, but you look so much leaner than me. And I'm like, well, yeah, because I have high muscle mass. I'll put a video like somewhere right here of what my physique looks like. I am 4'11", if you're not aware, but I have, I would say, above average muscle mass compared to, I guess, normal people. I mean, it does say right here, muscle mass high. And typically you can't really rely on these numbers because, I mean, it's just a scale that sends like electric signals through your body. However, I got a DEXA scan and the numbers were like 99% accurate. So I was like, what the heck? I will link the scale down below. It is on my Amazon storefront if you want to check it out. I think it's like 30 bucks, 20 or 30 bucks. I can't remember. It goes on sale all the time. I've had it since 2021. You can see right there. It shows my very first weigh-in, April 21st, 2021, with this scale at least. And yeah, I highly recommend it. So that's that.
Why things are the way they are, but yesterday I weighed in at 359.5. But with that being said, today my period ended and I tried to eat better yesterday. Anyway, I don't know. I truly have no reasoning for it, but today I weighed in at 354.2. And I literally weighed myself 3 times this morning because I was like,
yeah, it was most likely water weight. When you were on your period or right before your period, you tend to hold on to more water. Some people suggest weighing once a month. Some suggest twice a week. Some suggest once a week. I, for myself, like weighing myself basically every single day. I mean, clearly not because I haven't weighed. I think I weighed myself yesterday, but it didn't scan in. But for the most part, every single day, just so I have the data points. I don't get my period because I have an IUD, so I can't really track around where my period would be because I don't get one. But it is nice to desensitize yourself from the scale. Your scale weight is just one single data point in a sea of data points. And if you don't like looking at the number, you can just step on it, weigh yourself, and then just don't look. Close the app and then move on. And then look the day that you're supposed to. And then you can go back and see, like you can witness trends, especially after you exercise. Like if I lift, the day after, I'm going to gain at least like a pound and a half. Easily from inflammation, which is completely normal, and not all inflammation is bad. But if you lift, especially if you are a beginner or you have a particularly heavy lifting day, like me after my deadlifts, oh my God, my body is like, you need to calm down, and then I'm like 2 pounds heavier the next day.
how? That just doesn't make sense, but I do hear that weight fluctuates all the time, so I'm trying to keep it real with y'all. Anyways, all that to say, yesterday, if I went over a half cup of ice cream, I guess that didn't affect my weight too bad. And I'm gonna be weighing myself every day, so we'll see how the weight loss progresses. I mean, it's obviously water weight and factors of life and stuff like that. I don't know how it works, y'all. Here's me weighing.
Yeah, if you get a bad night's sleep, you could wake up the next day and be heavier. There are so many different factors that go into why you are weighing the way that you weigh. This is why I suggest take progress pictures and then also to take measurements.
Myself for the 3rd time in disbelief. Oh yeah, and I started tracking my calories because I really want to be under 300 pounds by the end of the year. I mean, I don't know if that's feasible or not, but we're gonna try. I'm so sick of just being fat. Like, I miss out on so much in life. Yeah. This is like my 4th time weighing myself, so don't mind that. Oh, and apparently I recorded my outfit twice, so if you make it to the end of this video, you're the realest one, because we're just strolling along here. Anyways, I started out my morning as I always do. I had hazelnut coffee with my Chobani sweet cream creamer. I just can't do the protein in my coffee thing. I can do my protein shake, and I can do my coffee, and I just can't do them together. I don't know why. For someone who is nearly 400 pounds, you wouldn't think I'd be picky, but I'm extremely picky, and I feel like that also attributes as to why I eat like a literal child, but like in 2 big portions, and then that's why I'm fat, on top of many other factors. I used an actual tape.
Yeah, that's why when people say, oh, you know, I really don't eat that much, I don't understand why I'm fat. It's like, well, you can go the entire day, not eat, and then at the end of the day, you're eating like 3,000 plus calories. So sure, you don't eat very often, but when you do eat, you are eating too much.
Tablespoon to measure 4 tablespoons of creamer, but it wasn't enough, so I wound up adding 2 more. So at the end of this, you'll see like I put 6 tablespoons of creamer.
That's why I always say no one's actually using a single tablespoon of creamer. Unless you're adding like a protein shake in it, I find it very hard to believe anyone is doing 1 tablespoon of creamer, which is why you need to measure it out.
We had to cackle, but I got out the measuring cup and I put 1 cup of grapes, pretty much. Half of my bagel with cream cheese in it.
Yeah, I would still suggest to weigh it out in grams. You're sure her margin for error is larger because she is a larger person, but just weighing things out in grams, I will always prefer that way. It's just more accurate, and you're able to actually see what an actual serving size is.
Bacon. Then I got ready for work. I had 1 peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and I'm sure I'll eat the other one later on. I had 1 serving of these animal crackers. I had some water, and this is the rest of my lunch from yesterday that I never ate. I had the crackers, the cheese, and the pepper.
It's just a bunch of snacks. Like, This isn't helping anyone.
Macaroni. See, this is really good because in the past I would have just eaten literally everything. So at least now I'm more aware of like how many calories I'm consuming. Somehow I ate exactly 2,000 calories on the dot, which is awesome. As always, if you made it to the end, you're a real one. Let me know your favorite type of cheese. My favorite is mozzarella and Gouda. Bye.
4 tablespoons of peanut butter. That's crazy. 400 calories worth of peanut butter. If she's newer on her journey, like whatever, I'll give her grace, but oh my gosh, you can get so much food for 2,000 calories. I'm curious how much protein she ate today. Like that wasn't a lot of protein. Okay, I'm gonna try to get through these last 2. I just hit an hour long, so if you guys are still on the Stairmaster, treadmill, whatever, you're going strong. Why am I leaning back so far? Oh my god. I'm just like kick back, relaxing out here.
What I eat in a day as an obese MF.
Okay, I don't know if this is copyrighted, so I'm just going to err on the side of caution.
Welcome.
What I eat in a day as an obese MF.
And by the way, I'm not trying to be mean, but our perception of human bodies are so heavily skewed. This is not obese, this is morbidly obese. And yes, there is a difference. And why this is so frustrating is because when I tell people, yes, I was obese, and then they see my pictures, they're like, no, you're just overweight. No, bitch, I was class 1 obese. Our perceptions of human bodies are so skewed because we are used to seeing bigger people all the time. If you see someone who is super morbidly obese, you just think they are morbidly obese. If you see someone who is morbidly obese, like her, you will say, oh no, she's just obese. And then if you see someone who is obese, like class 1 obese, like how I was, you say, oh no, you're just overweight. And then if you see someone who's overweight, you're like, oh no, that's just normal. And then when you see a normal person, you're like, oh, they're underweight. Making these distinctions is important to me because it is very annoying when people try to downplay my fat loss and my journey because, oh, you weren't that big. Bitch, I've lost over 50 pounds. If your friend came to you and was like, hey, like your friend that you haven't seen in a long time, and they're like, hey, I lost 50 pounds, would you be like, oh, that's actually not that much? No, knock it off. 50 pounds is a lot of weight. And I'm speaking not only to, but a lot of the times there are people who are just a little bit overweight, or like I was class 1 obese, and people seeing those comments, they're like, oh, well, my journey doesn't matter. Yes, it does. Losing any amount of weight is hard. I don't care what anyone says. Is it easier when you are bigger? I mean, yeah, because you're bigger. But if you have any type of weight to lose, or even muscle to gain, it is freaking hard. And I'm not gonna sit here and let people say, oh, well, you only had to lose 50 pounds. You weren't as big as me. Okay, and like, sorry, I got my shit together faster than you did. I had this one bitch say, oh, well, you don't have any loose skin, so it really wasn't that bad. Bitch, yes, I do have loose skin. I have loose skin on my stomach and on my boobs. Like, does that make you happy now? Well, I had to get weight loss surgery for my loose skin, but you didn't, so you didn't have it as hard. Shut the fuck up. Like, actually, shut up. You guys think I'm a bitch now. You guys are gonna see bitchy Melina come out.
In a day as an obese MF.
Okay, anyway.
Starting off strong with some cinnamon toast crunch. The milk I use.
Starting very strong with some almond, cashew, macadamia nut beverage. Yeah, they can't call it milk because it's actually not milk.
Used. Pure bliss.
Pure bliss.
Lots of water.
That's what a food addict looks like. Just watch your face.
Cinnamon toast crunch.
This is the moment that all
the milk
food
I
addicts
used.
live for. This is the moment I would live for.
Pure bliss.
And look, it's just, look at that. It's like, it's just cinnamon toast crunch.
Lots
it's not
of
even
water.
anything like incredible or to write home about.
Chocolate covered almonds.
Oh my god. This is all beige. I'm sorry, but if your food looks all beige, you have a problem. This just screams depression meal, if I'm being completely honest. Like, this is something I would eat during my depressed days. And I'm not talking about, oh, I'm just a little bit sad. No, clinically depressed. Burrito, dino nugs, taquito, and mini tacos. Wow.
Dino nugs, mini tacos.
She like sitting in a closet.
It's
so
food
sad.
truck.
Peaches. peaches. I love peaches, but they have to be like those. I don't like whole peaches. I prefer them to be sliced or halved like that. You just have to be you just have to be careful with the canned ones because sometimes they put the fruit in syrup, which is so stupid to me. It's like, why? What? Just put it in water. Whenever I buy canned fruit, I'll get water, or if I can't find the fruit in water, I'll get it in its own juice. So like peaches in peach juice, although I do prefer in water because the added peach juice just adds extra sugar that's completely unnecessary.
And ending with some more Cinnamon Toasties.
Toast Crunch. Wow.
Have a lovely day 3.
Yeah, this makes me sad. She's very obviously depressed. You do not get to the size without having some sort of mental health issue. Speaking from experience, I mean, I wasn't that big, but yeah. Have more veggies, queen. Literally have eggs. It tastes better and is healthier. Yeah, this whole day is just, it's very, very sad. I wonder, let's see, this was from a couple years ago actually. Let's see how she's doing. All right.
What I eat in a day is a fat person.
What I eat
in a day is a fat person.
Yogurt, banana, and peanut butter on a wrap with Activia. I don't know enough about Activia to have an opinion, but if it's like any other yogurt out there, it's just added. It has added sugar. I think there is no reason to consume yogurts that have added sugar because there are so many brands that do it with no added sugar plus with extra, like more protein in it. So again, unnecessary. Like after Okios came out and they're doing extremely well, a lot of other brands like yogurt brands have been doing the same thing where they have a separate line that has no added sugar plus added protein. What is like the main, like Yoplait? They have that now, no added sugar plus extra protein, which is cool.
Breakfast, I had a banana on a wrap with peanut butter and a yogurt. I try and get all my food groups in for breakfast.
In the yogurt, doing happy dances.
And I drink
water through the day. Is that another yogurt or is that the rest of the breakfast? I can tell. Okay, what is this? Mac and cheese with ramen, veggie straws with hummus. If this is normal mac and cheese, then this is going to be abysmally low in protein. Man, these people just eat in like extremely high carb. It's really the carbs and the fats combined that make up the vast majority of ultra processed food. Protein's just sitting there like, you bitches. Yeah, this is bad. Veggie straws, these are not made out of vegetables. If you look at the back, you can see the nutrition / ingredients. It's, what is it, like potato starch, and they color the straws with the vegetables. So if you want to eat these and like track it, whatever, that's cool. But if you're eating it thinking that, if you are eating it or feeding it to your children thinking that you are adding vegetables to their diet, you will be mistaken. Just another one of those things. Same with the spinach wraps that, like, what is that tortilla company called? I don't know, but a lot of them do it where they make a tortilla and then they use spinach powder to color it, and they're like, oh, this is a spinach wrap, and then people are like, oh, this is made from spinach. No, it's just colored with spinach. So another reason why you should be looking at the ingredients of the food that you're eating. I mean, it sounds good, but not good for you. Her caption says, nourish to flourish. Girl, okay, now she's eating a snack. Juice, yogurt, and Annie fruit snacks. Great, yeah, you need a snack because you're not eating actual meals throughout the day. That's another thing, when you eat big hefty meals that are properly balanced, you don't need to snack because each meal keeps you full and your hunger comes gradually until it's time for your next meal.
Strawberry lemonade, I think.
Annie fruit snacks, okay.
My mom bought me strawberry frosty. And I had a juice box with it.
Yeah, well, I can see why you are almost 600 pounds. Someone said, I don't believe this is all you ate, hun. Sorry. I mean, that was a decent amount of food. Am I the only one who doesn't think this is that much food? Yeah, because most people are fucking fat in America. So your ideas of food are heavily skewed. Alrighty, last one then. I gotta go. It's been a little bit.
As somebody who used to be overweight, this is
perfect to end the video out.
used to be overweight. This is what I used to eat in a day, and I was confused as to why
I love these types of videos. I should start making these videos.
I was losing weight. Obviously, every day was kind of different, but this is what it was for the majority. Okay, first things first, because I was in school, I could not be bothered.
I used to hinge eat these. I would eat like 5 at a time, easily.
To like make myself a breakfast because I didn't want to wake up early. So I would have either 2 or 3 of these chewy chocolate chip granola bars for my breakfast. And I would pack extras in case I was still hungry. Because my school was right by a Tim Hortons, I would always get a medium ice cap and a vanilla dip donut. Solid choices, to be honest, but whole lot of carbs and not enough protein. And of course, after school, I would have another one of these. And usually for dinner, I would have whatever my mom made, but spaghetti was a staple in this house. The problem with me was that portion control didn't really exist, so I would have like 3 or 4 bowls of this, like just loaded onto my plate. And then for a late night snack, I usually would have a sleeve of Ritz crackers.
Yep. Oh my god, this girl is just like me. I would do the same thing.
Literally eat these in my bed. They're so good. Of course, I was working out on top of all of this, but obviously you can see where we kind of went wrong. So yeah, so that's what I used to eat pretty much daily.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Why am I gaining weight? Why do I feel so tired? All I'm eating is a family pack of Oreos for breakfast, a sandwich and a half, a family bag of chips for lunch, the other half a bag of chips for dinner. It's not that much food. I was pretty deep in denial back then. That's hella funny. Yeah, this is like peak high school days, especially the coffee.
But this is
because we had a Starbucks by my school, so I would get a venti caramel frappuccino with extra caramel. Yeah, I wanted so much caramel that I couldn't actually see the drink. I just wanted to see like a caramel wraparound of my cup, just like straight caramel from up and down. But all right, you guys, we have made it to the end. Thank you so much if you are still watching. This is a very long video. If you are on your cardio machine, you got a great workout. Like this video if you have not already. Here is the comment of the day. I will add 2 different comments because I know I missed one in one of my last videos. I appreciate you guys so much. Check out my channel membership. Subscribe if you're not already. So many people said I thought I was subscribed, but I actually wasn't. So check, please check. When I hit 30,000 subs, I'm going to get a bunk cake because I haven't had a bunk cake since I hit 5,000 subs. So yes, thank you so much again. And until next time, goodbye.